91.9 The Buzz.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Unsigned Hot Radio, 912-478-5525. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We got a wonderful and off-the-chain show for you this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to us right now, please get on Twitter. Y'all need to go ahead and add us at Unsigned919 at twitter.com. Go on Facebook or whatnot. Make sure you go to Ustream. If you're listening to us live and your radio is acting stupid, you can actually listen to us online.
Don't nobody have radios on anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are just like, oh, I ain't got no radio. I'm like, yeah, what y'all gonna do in emergency?
I got this app.
I got an app, a radio app, and it can't work. My Wi-Fi is down.
Campus Wi-Fi is awful.
Exactly. So, man, welcome y'all. We'd like to welcome everybody back to a wonderful show, man. It's been a week-long trip. A lot of things have going on, All-Star Weekend and all that good stuff, man. But let's go ahead. Allow us to reintroduce ourselves, man. I'm one of your hosts, Big Chris. Who else we got in here?
This is Miles, a.k.a. the Village Idiot.
Okay. All right, let's move along because we don't like to give him too much airtime. He gets stupid. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, what's up? This is Nick.
This Nick and that's it.
Hey, this Nick and that's it. That's extremely depressing. Hey, Nick, you had just tell the people a little bit what's going on, man. You had an interesting show, bro. Interesting weekend.
Yeah, I did.
Tell us a little bit.
I went out to Houston Saturday morning.
This is a black guy with free All-Star basketball game tickets. So right now he's a Bible character.
Jesus Solomon, man.
For real. All right, so tell us about that, bro.
I went out to Houston Saturday morning to hang out with my cousins, and long story short,
this is funny.
I ended up watching the dunk contest with tickets to the dunk contest in my hand. Watching it on TV with the tickets to the dunk contest in my hand.
This is when perp hurts. Yeah. I'm not condoning that use, but that is some high stuff.
Bruh,
yeah. How do you have tickets to it?
You had tickets to an event you watched on television?
That's what
That's why I said long story short. There's a lot of factors that led to it.
We know.
At the end of the day, I was sitting there with my cousin with tickets to the dunk contest.
That's a little different, bro. That's a little different. All right. Yeah, man. Well, thank you for that little segue. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Unsigned Hype. Well, just in case if you don't understand exactly what we do here, Unsigned Hype Radio, we actually celebrate the unsigned artists. So we had actually some people to send us some music in. We're getting to edit it right now, so appreciate all the love on that. Make sure you email unsigned919@gmail.com.
Please send us some music.
Most definitely.
Please.
We actually got some good music. Now, we've gotten some interesting music, and I'm not going to lie to you. If you got more cuss words than regular words, we can't play you.
You can't do it.
Hey, this is what you do. If you cuss a lot, send us an instrumental. All right.
That's all it's
with your picture on it. That's it. That's all we can do for you.
We know it's you.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. All right. So if this is your first time listening, man, we try to invite people in. This is like a student showcase. There's a lot of bright and intelligent students here at Georgia Southern University, so we like to celebrate them as well because they're unsigned artists. They're trying to make their way into to whatever status they want to be at. So we just try to celebrate them as well. So this is why we're here, and this is what we do. We celebrate you, and we celebrate us too because we Unsigned Hype. We are unsigned artists as well. You know what I mean?
I ain't signing nothing. I'm signed to that tuition contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, you signed it. Hey, I'm an unsigned student loan recipient.
Me too. It won't get me though.
Give it time.
It's only a matter of
they listening to you right now. Faster, like, oh, really, Nick? He was like, we're not doing our job. He can make it to the All-Star game, so we're not really doing our job.
He had tickets and he want to go.
Exactly. All right. So what's going on? What's new, man? I know we look at TV and talk to people all throughout the week. What have you been updated on, man? What's going on?
Well, the situation last week we touched on a little bit was the Christopher Dorner situation.
Okay.
With the manhunt going on. And I just don't believe it. It's something fishy about it because, I've seen the movie Life.
You're right.
And I saw how Claude Banks and Ray Gibson got out that nursing home.
Man.
They lit it on fire and left the body behind. That's just too similar to me, man. I don't believe that.
You really?
Nah.
I love that movie.
That is off the chain, man. That is off the chain. Well, I think it's still an open case. They're still trying to find out facts about it, man. So just like you said before,
they ain't gonna catch them.
I know. I don't know.
They ain't gonna catch them.
The girls had a basketball game tonight. That's new.
Yes. And A. We give you an A for effort.
Dog.
Give you an A for effort
every night.
Hey, no.
We been okay.
Don't
Let me understand.
Jesus, no.
Let me get y'all what we go through right before the show starts.
No.
The girls gotta play on. They play the game from 7 to 9, and they broadcast on 91.9. And every time we walk in the studio around 8:40, 8:45, they down 40, and it's just not good. Like it's terrible. Like there was dudes at the game that was like, "Hey, bro, they called a girl basketball team the after party because they stay getting drugged."
Oh no! All right, we're gonna move on. All right, that was up. All right. Well, first of all,
Like, they get ran.
Hey, first of all, the thoughts and that was the idiot. All right, so don't think that was unsigned hype saying all of that.
Of Miles Birdsong.
That was Miles Birdsong.
Do not reflect
the reviews.
The thoughts of Chris.
Chris. Big Chris and Nick. That is what it is.
Every game, like they tall.
Well, can you beat them at basketball?
No, I'm not on scholarship. If I was on scholarship, I'd be balling. I'd be averaging 20 a game.
Yeah, they
had
had
that. Brooks Kill hooked me up. I had V out on the back of my jersey.
Yeah, that was he'll call security on you too. They be like, "Did you just touch my arm? Go away from me!" Ninja Turtle. All right.
Oh, man.
All right. Well. All right. Well, inside jokes are lame on the radio.
Yeah, they are.
Like we said before, 912-478-5525. We got a special treat for y'all tonight, man. We actually got the cast from not the cast, but a couple of cast members.
We got a couple of them.
We got a couple of cast members.
Hey, that's big. We small time, and that's
real.
That's real. A lot
of
people that's listening was just watching the show.
Yeah,
and we got a couple. Girls
yeah, exactly. So if you just watch Love and Hip Hop New York,
tune in.
We got them live, kinda.
Yeah,
kind of. I mean, you want to call it,
but no. Honestly, real talk though. These are the real cast members. Some of the real cast members from Love and Hip Hop New York. So make sure that y'all listen in, please, because this is actually going to be like a one in a lifetime experience for us. Especially, this is actually a stepping stone for our show.
Yeah, it is.
So this is real good.
And y'all stay tuned next week. We got Obama on the radio next week.
Most definitely. Chuck Obama from baby from Texas. All right, you know what I mean? And when he told me, he was like, "Man, do you need a ride to work?" He said, "Yes." All right. So All-Star game, man. Good, bad, ugly. All-Star game. What's good?
The dunk contest was ugly.
The dunk contest,
you ain't like it?
No,
was
trash. I was pulling for James White. Man, he came out there strong, trying to jump from the free throw line. He's just a little past his prime.
Right.
6 years ago, he would have shut that whole thing down.
Yeah, like he was good back when I was in sixth grade.
Yeah,
and he was an and-one dude.
Let me ask y'all something. Out of so many years of having the dunk contest, how many more ways you could put a ball inside?
No, that's true.
That's why it's getting lame. Ain't nobody really saying it.
I saw it was a World Star video that had dunks that had never been done before, and they were greatness.
There was like the top 40 dunks that haven't been done in the dunk contest.
Have not been done.
Well, they were and one people or people in street parks,
just regular people.
Well, see, that's all right. Listen,
I don't care.
When you're really wanting some notoriety, you would actually put a jetpack on your foot
and be great.
Yeah. Hey, you know why? You'll never. You know what? There may be an idea. We need to call David Stern and say you need to start having broke people in your slam dunk competition.
It'd be greatness
because broke people will dunk. They will jump off the side of the building.
They'll apply for food stamps in midair.
Yes. All right. Now that was the most ignorant. That was ignorant.
What do y'all think about LeBron not doing it?
No, I just paid him. Hey, if I'm LeBron, put it like this: he has a dunk contest every night. He does some crazy stuff.
He does the same thing.
He's been doing the same. He's been doing the same dunk since he was in sixth grade at the Akron Boys and Girls Club.
But think about it. If I was LeBron and there is no such thing as a great dunk contest anymore, why would I put myself through that?
Because he's greatness.
Because once he signs up, I feel that
KD gonna sign up.
Other people are gonna sign
Westbrook
up too. They're gonna try to.
That's a lot of pressure. I
don't care.
LeBron be like, "Hey, you be a leader. I just won a championship. Let me."
But he's the only one who hasn't done it. If you think about it.
He has not done it.
He's never done it.
KD ain't do it.
Blake Griffin's done it.
KD ain't do it.
He's not really a dunker though. He's not looked at as a dunker.
He's 6'11".
As far as the best dunkers in the league, LeBron's the only one who hasn't done it.
He can bite the rim.
Yeah,
like for real.
But he hasn't done a dunk contest.
KD can tie his shoes in the air. Come on now.
That's crazy.
I ain't got time for that.
But yeah,
that's crazy. But
being a contest.
Honestly, it was a good show.
It was boring.
I would say for the most part.
What about Neo? A lot of people was clowning Neo's performance.
I'm not
and Alicia Keys.
I'm not gonna know. Alicia Keys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I cut the lights off when I saw Alicia
Turn
Keys.
off the
Okay.
lights.
Yeah, ain't gonna lie. I do have issues
looking
when I see
for-
Alicia Keys. It get real bad. So we're
Turn
gonna
off
change
the
the
lights.
subject.
Okay.
But when I seen Neo, I just want to. I would love for somebody to pay me $1 million to go on stage and steal his hat and walk off.
Cause that dude, but his hairline tragic.
No. What hairline?
And he still don't want to shade though. Like, bro,
No.
be a part of the Ball Brothers, man.
No,
we
bruh.
accept you.
Bruh.
Tell them come home.
Come
Neo,
on,
I'm not gonna
come
lie to
on,
you.
come on, Neo.
I'm not hating. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I remember the first time. I think when Michael Jackson passed away on BET Awards. When Neo, I guess he was so hurt that he was like, "Leave the hat."
That's disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. Take his head off.
No. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Mike actually looked down from heaven like, "Cover it up." Cover it up. I just love this.
You're
Don't
scaring
do
the
this.
children.
Don't
You're
do this.
scaring the
I'm not gonna lie to you. Neo has a calf muscle in the top of his head, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a model, but as long as if he has to keep it's
Man.
almost like the Planter's Peanut. He reminds me of that. It's like a R&B version of the Planter's Peanut. Dog. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. He's rich, and he'll never, ever be on my level financially. However, he's very, very self-conscious about that. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's hilarious to me. Him and LL Cool J. I think they need to come out with a self-esteem commercial. Like, look, we know what we look like with our hats off.
I'm bald.
And I'm bald, and I have a calf muscle. Watch it.
Now watch me
On
make
the
$1
top
million
right.
tomorrow morning.
And most definitely, I ain't gonna lie. He could buy my degree, and then I go to work tomorrow. And my login don't work no more. I'm pretty sure he could do that. However,
I won't have no RAN number no more.
exactly, that's what they do. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're finna get into our next segment called "Is It Just Me?"
Is it just?
Now, is it just me? It's something that we actually do each and every Monday, and it's just to make sure that we're not crazy. It's like a filtration system, just to say, is it just me, or does this really happen? So we can see the village idiot has restructured himself in his seat, so he's extremely.
I got to stretch for the
Yeah,
ignorance.
yeah,
You know how it is.
he's
I gotta-
extremely
I gotta
excited.
get loose. You know.
All right, Miles.
Man.
What do you got?
Is it just me, or for the last week has Michael Jordan been bigger than Jesus?
Last week, why?
Yeah,
because he turned 50.
Turned 50.
Yeah.
Every time Michael Jordan be on CNBC talking about the stocks now. Like, what is going on?
Because he raises them every time someone kills himself in line waiting for them
True,
shoes.
man.
Yes, that is true.
Like, that's
He's
real.
a leader in the black community.
Man, no,
He's a leader.
Yeah, he's a leader. All right,
Like
he's a
every
nigga.
day.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Michael,
It was.
you think he never missed a shot?
That's real. So
Yeah.
Nick, what you got?
Well, is it just me? If you watch the game, is it just me, or was Kobe playing like the drunk uncle at the family reunion,
Who doing too much?
doing too much, all over LeBron, man?
I ain't gonna lie. LeBron was playing like at 60%, and then when Kobe slapped the ball, he said, "Yeah, MF." And LeBron was like, "Did you just curse?"
It's an all-star
It's an all-star game. I'm like,
We got parties to
I'm
go
like,
to.
I'm like,
after
dude.
this.
I'm like, yes, it's a party. I'm like, we just had fruit.
Yeah, like,
Like, what
we
is
just
wrong
had
with you?
chicken trays in the back
Yeah.
for halftime.
Right, for
And
real.
you out here getting hyped. We ain't got time for that,
Like,
man.
dude, we just saw Alicia Keys. Why are you so aggressive?
I have fun. You have fun?
I ain't gonna lie. He just looked. Dude, like, yeah, huh? Like, seriously, bro.
Yeah, he was all over LeBron. That was pretty funny to me.
Is it just me, or all the dudes who broke up on February 15th look really relieved in the union today?
I seen a dude who was just like, man. He walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I spent like $20 on Valentine's Day, and I got it back on the 15th." like it was April. His taxes just came back.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Is it just me, or a lot of people? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. People's pockets are hurt. Is it just me, or a lot of people had food stamp Valentine's Day?
Man,
Everybody
hey,
had. And you go
a lot of people.
It wasn't
had
no
that-
students
had
in
that-
the restaurant,
had
bro.
that-
I swear.
had that double date at Chick-fil-A.
Yes. Yes.
Like it was real.
No,
I
you
don't
said
remember
it.
what I did. I don't remember.
No, bro.
No,
burnt,
I was
Please don't
watching
tell us.
11
burnt rice.
We on the radio.
Burnt rice, though.
Please
I
don't tell
I
us.
wasn't doing anything. I was watching 11 Hip Hop all night.
That's what's up.
What
Or
a shameless
remaking
plug.
it. All right.
Die.
All right. Now this is our. Okay, this got to look real stupid today. All right, this is our next segment where we actually call Would you rather? Well, we actually give you two choices that you would never ever want to have to choose from.
Ever?
But you got to.
But you got to, and then you got to give you a reason why. And some of y'all can actually call in 912-478-5525.
Yeah, I want to hear what other people got to say.
Yeah, this
I'm
too,
tired of
man.
coming up with
Yeah,
this,
I'm tired of making up all the funny stuff.
This is hard.
Make me laugh.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're watching
All
our
right,
Twitter too. So y'all need to add us on Twitter at Unsigned919.
I pay
Would
my
you
tuition just like you. Make me laugh.
Yeah.
All right, so go.
I got one.
Here you go.
Would you rather have a girl with no teeth or no toes?
What? No teeth.
No teeth,
or no toes.
no toes.
I'm gonna have to go.
Hold on, she can't have teeth for the rest of her life though, right?
Like, can she have dentures?
Nah, no.
No,
She
she
can't
has.
put dentures
She
in?
got to have that newborn mouth.
She got to have. she can't talk at all.
like newborn. Okay,
She, no teeth, no toes.
no teeth or no toe. Either. Good God.
I'll just have to go with no toes.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. We're just gonna have to keep them feet covered up like real bad.
She got
Yeah.
she got to wear
She just-
double socks on.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying because
Wait,
honestly,
can you walk with
like,
no
if you-
toes?
I think no. You have to walk like
You
got
can't
on,
balance.
No, you got to walk like you got on crutch tips. I'm sorry.
What?
I mean, that's the first thing I thought about. I thought about crutch
that
tips.
was an old reference.
Yeah.
Flew over my 19-year-old head.
Yeah,
so, you know.
no, crutch tips. I mean, crutch tips don't have toes on them either. You just gonna have a nub.
I don't know. Yeah,
I
she
mean,
can't
you'll
walk.
be horrible at kickball. Like
Yeah.
I would think, man.
She don't need no teeth for me. If she got teeth, if she got teeth, she eating up all the good food. She can eat that baby food in the pantry.
All right, that's
she cooking for me.
All right, would you rather go, bro?
Would you rather have a girl with a mustache or a unibrow?
Hey, a lot of these girls do got mustaches though.
Hey, a lot of them. Hey, a lot of them. A lot of people. A lot of females got the double play. They got both of them already.
Hey,
They do. And it's just like what you want to do. I like go
I'm
to the
talking about
barber shop.
well, let's think.
They got
Anthony
the-
Davis is normal. We talking about thick Oscar.
You talking about dead chinchilla on her eyes, right? Is that what you saying?
caterpillar?
Yeah, a cat. No. That's not enough.
What?
Dead wiener dog
I tell you,
on her
hold up.
forehead.
So hold up. Are we talking about?
I'm talking
regular,
about she look like a Muppet baby. That's what you talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Are we talking
Or
about
a mustache?
the regular
like,
stash or the regular female stash that you can barely see?
No, you can see it.
Or her upper lip look like my chin.
No, you talking about the mustache you
That's
can
too thick.
braid?
That's too thick. That's too thick.
You
But it's a
talking-
mustache.
Nah,
like
bruh.
she get it lined up
No.
right next to you at the
I'm
barber
sorry,
shop.
because unibrow, I can get past that and I can close my eyes and not feel your
That
unibrow.
mustache, that
But if you
mustache.
close your eyes and try to kiss a female and her mustache crawling up your nose,
if she get her mustache lined up, you get yours lined up. That's good bonding.
Yeah. all right.
good bonding when I pack my clothes up and she can help me. I'm like, hey, get my shoes. Why you leaving? Why you leaving? I like, cuz Moses Malone, I don't feel like playing anymore. I just don't feel like it.
Man,
You always judging. I'm
that-
like, no, I can
That's good
see.
bonding, man. Hey, all GSU ladies with a little mustache, holla at your boy,
Nah,
Village
there's
Idiot.
the ones they be like, man, men so shallow. I like, no. That's your shadow. That's your shadow. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, man. That was extremely stupid. That was
I'm
extreme.
just saying, man. If you got a mustache, ladies, I don't care. I'll love you regardless.
That's a lie, man.
We can
All
be
right.
we can be
Yeah,
together.
sure.
That's
Okay.
For forever.
That is a lie. All right. So, do you still? All right. Now we had a lot of conversations with some homeboys of ours, and a lot of them said, "Hey, man, Valentine's Day was a little strange." Man, and I'm like, "What you mean, dog?" He was like, "Yeah, I don't think I like it no more." I mean,
The magic just ran out.
and then I was like, "Yeah, man, I think the fizz is out of the Sprite." So I'm
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean?" He like, so just basically, I don't like them.
Oh man, hey.
I like, so now
the
we have a
spark is
brand new
gone.
segment.
One time.
Here, one time only world
One
premiere
time
and the
only.
finisher
Yeah.
at Unsigned Hype.
Called Do You
919
Do You Like a
912-478-5525.
The next segment is called Do You Like Her?
Do you still like
Do you still like her?
man?
All right, Village Idiot.
Now, what if you bought your girl a little gift and you bought some little money and later on that night you had a good time? But round you got a class tomorrow about 10. So you wake up about 9:15, and you feel a sudden itch.
All right. So now
Do you still
let me cut
like
the
her?
mic off. Let me hold up.
Do you still like her after you've been scratching and clawing away?
All right, Nick. It's on you, Nick. Because if I,
Hey, Nick,
you know,
would you still like her?
no, because I'm wrong
no
if I
comment,
tolerate it.
No comment.
If I
And they don't call me the Little Jitty for nothing.
yes, you right. You earned that. I'm gonna get you a plaque and a platinum chain. VI. Okay.
Do you still like her if you wake up the next day and you realize how much you spent and you thinking a lot clearer that next day?
Hey, cause
Like, you know, it was all good the night before when you were spending.
It was all
Oh,
good.
you want that for dinner?
Yeah. Oh, you good. You get a couple of drinks and you like,
Yeah.
yeah, buy the bottle. Yeah, hey, baby, get another drink.
Of course, because you got that cloudy thought, but then after, you know,
The
and
great,
then you thinking a little better, you see your bank account
Yep.
statement.
the great Lil Wayne.
You got to
once
look
said,
over at her. You got to say,
I be
The great Lil Wayne just had once said, "When you come to your senses."
that's okay.
There it is.
Well, yeah. Let's move on.
yeah,
Well, hello.
because
All right.
when you
All right,
feel
all right.
good,
Do you still like her? If after you gave her a gift out of the goodness of your heart,
didn't have to do it
she
all.
Google the price and bring it up in the argument.
Man,
she got to go. She
hey,
got to
so
go.
$11.37. You don't love me like that.
You like, what are you talking about? It was
That's
like,
all I'm worth
and
to
she
you.
stood up there and like, I Googled your bear. I Googled your
It wasn't
bear.
even no Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, it wasn't no
Build-A-Bear at least $40.
Yeah, it was like, I went in Walmart and seen it. They were selling them.
Hey, it would buy one get one.
Yeah,
free. What you
exactly.
gonna do?
I bet
I had
you-
two Valentines. I'm
Had it.
sorry.
No.
gotta
Hey,
go.
all right. Do you still like her? If after y'all had a nice grown romantic time,
Turn off the lights.
she look at you and caress your face and say, "You'll make a great daddy."
To who?
Do you still like her?
We are through. We
Pretty
done.
sure I will.
Do
I'm-
you still
I'm jumping.
like
Well, that's because you already a daddy, but
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
we
that's
jumping. I'm jumping out the bed quick, fast, Usain Bolt type speed
She at your house.
to
though.
the front. She getting out. she using that floor.
Do you
she using
still
that
like her?
Flojo speed.
Do you still like
gone.
her? If you were out Valentine's Day,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all was out somewhere, and some dude came up and just started talking to her,
Do I
like
still
they
like
gonna hook up later.
Well, I mean,
I've actually seen it.
if we hold up.
That's
we
it.
in the
She
restaurant.
gotta get it right.
Yes.
Hold up.
Do you still like
We
her?
in the restaurant.
Restaurant? You
Hey,
about to pay?
Okay.
No, no.
Hold on.
No.
Number one.
Split
Number
this
one.
check.
If
Split
homeboy
this
come
check.
up, I'm gonna finish my meal, and then I'm a duck before the people come. Anyway, I'm out. I ain't paying for nothing.
Nah.
Hey, homeboy want to talk to you?
Hey,
You gonna
bruh,
pay for this meal too?
I've seen it. I was at
All right.
Elson one time, bro. I swear. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Go
Go,
ahead.
bro. It was a young lady on a date, a nice date, but it was clean. He was so happy.
Had an Easter suit.
He
on.
was so happy. Dude comes up, talks to the young lady, and Buddy did that. You know, you see me standing here, face right, and he just dipping his chip in the sauce and just waiting for Buddy to acknowledge him. So he said, "Hey, what you doing later?" She like, "Nothing." What's up? Just hit me up. She like, "I bet." And I'm like, "Good God!" And I'm looking at Buddy. I'm like, and I was like, "Abort mission, dude!"
Man,
like
that's a Spartan kick in the chest.
Yes,
right there,
bro.
boy. This is my girl.
I would just walk home.
I walk home
Yeah,
even
well,
if you drunk.
Yeah, I would walk home and ask for a ride back to my car. I got some thinking to do.
You got to think on that one.
I got some thinking to do on that, dog. It's something I'm not doing right with my
Yeah,
life.
that's-
if a girl can do that to me,
That's
You got to
hilarious.
reevaluate that one.
nah.
That's
Man.
hilarious.
What's-
That's hilarious.
That would hurt me to my core.
Do you still like her if you never met her family, but you went to her house and her sister looked better than her?
Ooh, ooh.
It depends on kind
And
of
her
woman.
sister like you.
Oh, yeah, and her sister is-
And her sister like you.
Giving
She's
you
choosing you.
Her sister look better, and she like
And
me.
Her
yes.
sister is giving you more play than the girls' basketball team. What? That?
Well, you know,
I see where this is
the
going.
girl basketball team
All right.
don't play
No,
any way.
no.
They don't play no way. So
All right.
shoot.
See, y'all done went crazy. Y'all done went off.
Well, this the last show, Unsigned Hype. So
Yeah.
let's just go
But
over the
it-
bank.
No, I mean, you know,
Yeah, okay, back to the topic.
sometimes, Sometimes
she like me. And
I don't know where y'all made that about a big girl back. Y'all better get off them young ladies, man. Because hey, ladies, that ain't me.
Please don't beat me up.
Is it just me? No, it's them too. Like,
I know y'all 6'3". Please don't beat me up.
All right, that's stupid.
Back to the topic. If her sister bad and she giving me more play than the girl I came with, I'm gonna keep her all in the family, but I'm gonna definitely switch.
Okay.
Nah, and she just bought you something, like some shoes or something.
The girl just bought me something. The girl
You
or the
gonna
sister?
play her for her sister?
The girl or the sister bought me
girl.
something.
The girl.
Oh, I'm staying with the girl then, cause she buying me stuff.
Lord have mercy. All right,
cheap.
ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tolerating us as we got stupid. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a special treat for y'all when we get right back.
Love
we got
and Hip Hop.
some cast members from Love and Hip Hop.
They bad,
we
too.
actually got Miss
Lord.
Rocky Thunder
I drink her bad water.
and Miss
Lord Jesus.
Don't
Rashida Ali.
yes, Miss Rashida Ali. So if y'all don't know
Float
who
like
we
a
about to talk
butterfly,
to,
sting like a pig.
especially Miss Thunder. Lord,
She can sting me, boy.
All right, that's. All right, we're going to have to get your background check back.
Is that
All right, y'all. 919 the bus. 912-478-5525. We'll be right back.
Call.
I try to fit in, but being made out of insects and bugs, it's not easy. They call me invasive species or hungry pests. You should think of me as a culinary tourist. People help me get around, mostly on the things they move and pack. I'd ask you to join me, but there's really only enough for me.
Invasive species threaten to devour Georgia's trees and crops. Leave hungry pests behind. Go to hungrypests.com. That's hungrypests.com. A message from the USDA.
91.9 The Buzz.
I'm a do-it-yourself kind of person. When the spark plugs need to be changed in my car, I do it myself. When there is yard work that needs to be done, or when my computer gets a virus, I'm ready to take care of it on my own. I have books about home improvement and know all the right websites to go to when I can't figure out how to fix something. And I have all the tools I need. But I know my limits, and I know there are some things I need to call someone to help with. I used to think I could do everything on my own, but I realized that when it came to my spiritual life, there was nothing that I could do on my own to fix the emptiness inside of me. Nothing I tried on my own helped. I couldn't make myself right with God. I needed to ask someone for help. I prayed to God and believed in Jesus as my Savior, and now that emptiness in my life is gone. There's still stuff in my life that needs to be fixed sometimes, but now I have someone to help me. Jesus fixed my life when I couldn't. To speak to someone about Jesus, call 1-888-NEED-HIM. This message has been brought to you by Sunlight.
DJ Iceberg.
I'm glad you came. Cause I've never laid my eyes on anybody as exquisite as you, baby. What is this feeling taking over me, taking control of me? Such a vivid dream, I don't wanna wake. Is this what I've been waiting for? One of a kind, millennium mind, with a smile that lights the sky. Oh, you drive me crazy, Mr. Amazing, Mr. Amazing. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Miss Amazing, Miss Amazing. Miss Amazing, been missing. I can tell that you care by the way you kiss me. Just take a hold of my love. You can never have enough. In your eyes, I can see why. I can see why. Miss Amazing, Miss Amazing. Miss Amazing, Miss Amazing. I'm so glad that I found you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Unsigned Hot Radio 919 The Buzz, 91.9 FM, Statesboro Radio, Georgia Southern University, man. We have a special treat for y'all tonight, man. So just welcome everybody to join us. Thank you for all your support. But we have none other than the lovely Rashida Ali from Love and Hip Hop New York. Y'all give her a round of applause. Most definitely, most definitely. Rashida, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
All right, so my name is Big Chris. I'm one of your hosts tonight, and I got my co-host right here. What's going on? This is Nick. And so we would like to thank you for just taking out your time of your busy schedule just to bless us down here, Lola, Georgia Southern, down here in the South, right?
I love Georgia, so it's no problem.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. So we're going to get right into it, okay? We actually just want you to just give us your background. Tell us a little bit about yourself, especially the things that people may not know just by the first time just seeing you.
Well, I'm a very friendly person, very happy person, very level, mood person, and I just joined the cast for Love and Hip Hop Season 3. I have a company called Fireproof, which works with emerging hip hop, pop, and R&B artists, as well as a shoe line, a private label shoe line called Encore, which you can find at EncoreShoeTees.com. Okay, all right. So, and you have a lot of things going for yourself. Do you think that the show depicts all the aspects of your personality and your business sense? Can you hear me? Rashida? Hello? Can you hear them?
I can hear both of you, but guys, you're very, very low.
We're very, very low. We're going to try to speak louder if that's better. Because we got that first part.
That'd be good.
Okay, all right. We're going to start screaming. We're going to have to close that door because we're scaring people. All right. Basically, you already answered our first questions about what are some of the things that people may not know about you. So, in your opinion, how does the show depict you on Love and Hip Hop New York?
Although you guys haven't gotten a chance to get really deep into my personal character as of yet, I think it does a good job of showing who I am overall. I'm a person who's, very passionate. I am a really good friend. Thierry and I have known each other for a few years, but I think it's pretty dead on. I don't think anybody can depict you in any way that you're not, portraying yourself to be. So far, so good. But there's a lot more for you guys to see in the future episodes.
Right. And this is Nick. I was just wondering because in the first 5 episodes, every time we see you, you're constantly Tahiri, and like you just said, that kind of tells your personality. You would say that you're a consultant. Your friends can confide in you.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would just say that I think there's a lot of people that are on the cast of the show. So everybody has their time for their story to be told. So currently, you guys have seen, I would say Tahiri, Joe, and Rocky's storyline, and then you're gonna shift in. You're gonna get to see Jen and Consequence's story. My story, you'll get into Winter's story.
Okay. What would you say your relationship is with the rest of the cast?
On TV, my mom has pushed the envelope with that and really gotten into some of the challenges that they're faced with. So I love them. I like Winter's I don't give a damn attitude, because although everything that she says isn't always, picture perfect, I respect that she really doesn't, care what people have to say. It takes a lot of balls to say some of the things that she says. Olivia's really cool. Everybody has their own agenda and their own story to tell.
So let me ask you this.
For the most part, I get along with everyone on the official cast except for Rocky and the rest of the people you have to keep watching.
Okay.
Who I have conflictions with.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're trying to get to the nitty gritty right here. We're not necessarily.
I bet you are.
So actually, you know what? We like to have fun on this show too, right? So we're gonna mix it up on you a little bit if you don't mind, right?
Oh, I love that.
You like that? All right. We have a segment that we like to call "Would You Rather," right? We try to put you on blast and give you two scenarios, and you tell us what scenario that you would rather be in and why. Okay?
Okay.
You ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right, cool. All right, so would you rather, Miss Ali, would you rather a dude with stank breath or no money?
That is so funny. I think I'd rather him with bad breath.
Really? Why?
Because I think that if he has the appropriate funds, then he could always, go to a dentist and figure out what he can do to fix his hygiene. But if his funds are limited, that limits his health insurance options and options to correct his breath.
Okay.
So definitely, I'd rather him have bad breath than broke.
All right, so if he had money, he could buy himself a new mouth.
Exactly.
New mouth purchases. I get it. That's what I'm talking about. You just like, hey, stank breath man, let's go ahead. You can buy. I have a new mouth up there at Target. We can buy you. We can just roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's get your smile right.
Right. Okay. All right. Now let me ask you another one. All right. This is something just out of the blue. Would you rather date a guy who's had a really, really weird past with a whole bunch of women, or a mama's boy?
Oh my God, that is a good question. I think I'd rather a mama's boy.
Really? Why?
Because I've experienced that before, and I think that when you have a man who is just unfaithful, and that's in his genes, and that's what he does, that's not something that you can work with. You're gonna always have that challenge. But a mama's boy, that's not the worst thing you could be. I'd rather him, at least be a faithful man, and I just gotta deal with one woman instead of having to deal with 20 of them.
Ah, okay. Now, hopefully you understand. I'm not talking about the regular mama's boy. I'm talking about like if you want to go to the store with him, he's like, I got to check with my Dukes first. I'm talking about that dude.
I still rather deal with that. I mean, I've experienced that before, so I'm speaking from experience. I used to make jokes and say, like, you're still on the nipple, like, I need you to, get it together, you know what I mean? But I'd rather deal with the mother because, it's coming from love, and, it gets annoying and aggravating, but, again, I'd rather take on one woman than more than one.
All right, I definitely appreciate that. What we want you to do, too, is just to tell the people a little bit about self-promotion. Can you give us your Twitter name so people can follow you?
Sure. My Twitter is Rashida Ali, which is RASHIDAHALI.
Okay.
My Instagram is Ra Ali, which is RAHALI.
Okay.
And my Facebook is the same as my Twitter name, which is my full name, Rashida Ali.
Okay. All right. And when can they catch your show? And what time and station?
You can catch Love and Hip Hop Season 3 every single Monday without fail at 8 p.m. Eastern on VH1.
On VH1. Okay, all right. So we got a couple of more minutes left in our interview, and you're doing a great job. We thank you so much for just letting us get to know you. Real talk. So we kind of like, I have a counseling background. We like to ask people to tell their story. You already told us what you're involved in.
So can you give us some scenarios that made you the woman you are today? And I'm talking about something that was life changing, something that you can inspire somebody else to do.
I'm sorry, something that was life changing because what?
No, anything that was life changing that was a key role in that helped you produce the woman that you are today.
Oh, okay. I definitely say working for Bad Boy. Okay. Early in the game. Okay. Working for Hard Tier, I feel like that has set the foundation for a lot of the ways that I have now when it comes to, things small like using spell check and articulating yourself a certain way so that people understand where you're coming from. And although we're in the hip hop industry, you don't have to use slang and misspell your words and your emails, and things just need to be in a professional sense. It's a relaxed industry, but you still need to be very aggressive and very thorough in executing whatever it is that you have on your plate. So I think working for him and the level of pressure that I was under, I don't think I take no for an answer. There's always a way to make it happen, to figure it out.
Okay, and also too down here at Georgia Southern University, we're the Office of Multicultural Student Center. We're sponsoring a Women's Empowerment Conference. So we definitely understand this world is way different from women, especially women of color. So can you kind of just give us your take on where we put a woman of color in their best state? If they want to move forward in this in any industry, especially yours, but anywhere in this lifetime, what advice do you give to women of color?
Well, I give a woman of color the same advice I give to any woman. Okay. Because I don't like to, to divide us as a people like that. Most definitely. But I'd say to stay focused on your goals, to write your plans out so that they're visual to you, and to execute them, to make them visual so that you know whether you're accomplishing them or not, and to give yourself deadlines, because if you don't have deadlines, then they're just dreams. So just stay focused and, make everything visual, and there's no limit to what you can do.
All right, and we're about to wrap up to our last question. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Okay, all right. Paint us a picture of Rashida Ali in 10 years.
I'm sorry?
Paint us a picture of Rashida Ali in 10 years. Where will you be and what will you be doing and what will you be accomplishing in 10 years?
I like to think that I have a amazing shoe line that you could shop at Walmart or Target. Okay. I like to think that I'm spending my time traveling the world and getting to experience different cultures. I like to be really comfortable but still on my grind, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
In 10 years.
Okay. All right. Well, Miss Ali, thank you so much. Again, my name is Big Chris, and my co-host is Nick.
So welcome.
You liked it? How do you think we did? Because we're trying.
I think you did great. I love talking to the schools, and this is a really dope one. So I think you did great. Your questions were excellent. It was a lot of fun. It wasn't boring, and I love it. You guys can interview me anytime.
Oh, that's beautiful. We're gonna try to hopefully hold you to that. We're gonna, if you don't mind, we're gonna give you our contact information. And we're going to try to reach out to you a little bit more.
I'll take it.
You'll take it? Okay, cool.
The representative, yeah.
Got you. So we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, but we want to tell you that we support you, we love you, we're proud of you, and whatever,
thank you.
Most definitely.
That means everything to me. I appreciate
and
that.
Thank you. And the things that you're doing means a lot to a lot of people who are watching the show. So God bless you and stay up, and we wish the best for you.
Thank you.
Most definitely. Talk to you later. Yes, ma'am. Peace. Anybody on?
Hey, okay, you're online.
Miss Rocky?
Yep.
Hey, what's going on?
Rocky, what's your name?
This is 91.9 The Buzz at Georgia Southern University.
Hey, we're 91.9 The Buzz.
That's what I'm talking about. Rocky, I would have to just start off by saying you sound extremely attractive, just like you do, just how you look on TV. And
thank you so much.
Yeah, because I got turned on by mistake, so I had to look away. You sound yes, you Jesus. Okay.
That's just a mistake, and you talking about getting turned on by
yeah, because I'm in a radio station. I'm in a jacket and just shoes and old Nikes, and right now I don't feel sexy, but you managed to turn that around. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you ready for this interview?
Let's get it.
All right, cool. So we're already recording, so I'm going to just do the intro. We're going to get right into it. All right, we're back. 91.9 The Buzz, Unsigned Hot Radio, 912-478-5525. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another special treat for y'all today. From Love and Hip Hop New York, please, y'all give it up for the lovely Miss Rocky Thunder.
Hey, it is Rocky Thunder with an A, Love and Hip Hop English villain.
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
I can. Ooh. Yeah, we got it, man. We love the confidence too. And I just got finished making fun with Miss Rocky. She when we first called her, she had this voice that actually had to make me put on some cologne, and we on the phone. You know what I mean? I'm for real. I am turned on.
What cologne is?
It's Target. Not gonna lie to you.
Target?
Yeah, it's Target. It's. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I melted some Dial soap and put some cinnamon in it. That's all. Hey, it's real down here in the college world. Most definitely. So, hey, but first of all, we'd like to thank you for taking your time out to bless our radio show. So, thank you so much for reaching back to the community. And hopefully, yes, most definitely. So we want to grow from this interview. We want to also help you develop as well. Whatever you want to grow, if you want to reach back to the community, anything that you want to do, hopefully we can accomplish that by talking to you today. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Miss Rocky, can you please just introduce yourself, especially to people who may not be familiar with you? Can you give us a breakdown on who is Rocky?
Rocky Thunder is just a woman that's out here hustling and trying to put food on the table. I just so happen to be starring on one of the hottest reality shows on TV, on Love and Hip Hop New York Season 3.
Okay.
I'm a DJ and personality and a hard-working woman.
Okay. Okay. So, put it like this. What are some of the, we always like to ask people who are on these shows, I'm pretty sure they're edited right now, as, in your opinion, does the show depict you in a way that you would like? If so, why? If not, why not?
Well, the show depicts me in the light that I was in that moment and in that situation. Do they show the entire Rocky Thunder as a person? No, but that's kind of hard to do when they have to edit down segments. We filmed for 7 months, and what you guys did is 3 minutes every episode of each character, so it's kind of hard to, depict the person as they are. And it all depends on what character they expect you to play. So, they're not going to show all the times that I'm nice and sweet and giving back to the community. That's not the role they wanted me to play, not this season. However, when you see me pissed off and ready to take somebody's head off, I'm dead ass serious.
How you doing, Rocky? This is Nick, co-host of the show. I got a question for you.
Hey, Robert.
You say what?
Hey there.
Oh, hey. What would you say is the biggest misconception about you since the show has started airing? Like, you're out in the streets or whatever. What would you say people just look at you and it's totally not you?
The biggest misconception is, I would say, I was labeled a horrible name, a very degrading name at the very beginning of the show by someone who has a terrible track record. I think people went on the show being extremely confrontational. I didn't. So there was a lot of name-calling and things of that nature. So I think a lot of people are embracing this idea that I got my start from just in a negative way. So what I want people to know is that I work extremely hard to get to where I am right now. And at the end of the day, just go back to the young ladies who listen to this show, there's absolutely no way for you to scream your way to the top. You got to put in the work. So
okay.
That's about it.
And, of course, this question is coming. Watching the show, it's been rumored that you were involved with Joe Budden. I wouldn't say that is true, but could you explain the passion that your friendship has with him that would kind of come off as if you were involved with him?
Yeah, of course. Joe being a rapper and me being a personality in the urban and hip-hop community, you rarely see two friends that are just male or female that are just friends. They just perpetuate relationships that, I'm just automatically a groupie in this industry. Just a woman can't befriend a rapper without having any type of intimacy going on, and that's not the case. Joe is a very good friend of mine. I met him 11 years ago. He's one of the first people that I interviewed, so he, of course, plays a role in my history. We've been through a lot as friends. Joe is a very multifaceted character, I guess you can say. So you could see the stages that he goes through on this show. So just imagine how he is just in real life throughout the years. So really, just the friendship is based on just being true friends to each other, and you see that get dismantled by his drug use and other things play a role in that, but it's strictly platonic friends.
Okay. And
I've been there with him through his relationship, so I know how he is with his friends, but I would never put myself in that situation ever.
And know you do a little DJing now, and you have a history in radio. I guess in the last episode that kind of blew up your situation with Jim. But could you just elaborate on your history with radio?
Let's see. I started radio. I go back at least now 10 years. I actually started out stalking radio personalities that I really, really like to just become a part of the team, and I offered them my services, whether it was writing skits for them or I would call them on the station every morning and just become a part of their morning show. And I did that for a few months, and then I got noticed by Buck Wild. I worked with him for a few years, and then got my own show. I was a co-host of Green Lantern on Sirius XM Hip Hop Nation. DJing has also been a passion of mine for some years, so I just started taking it really seriously now since I'm no longer on air, and I'm just over here hustling.
Okay, well, cool. You say you started off and you wanted to. Let me just go ahead and ask you. Can you stalk us, please? Especially me.
No, it's so funny because when Nick Shannon came out here to New York and he started his own morning show, I literally called his morning show every morning, and I would say, hey, this is Rocky Thunder, the unofficial co-host of, and I would say his radio station name, and I did that for a good 3 or 4 weeks straight, and then went out to the station and met him, and he was like, wow, you are like absolutely incredible. So, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Not everybody has the option of going to school for broadcasting, but at the end of the day, if that's the route you take, that's great. But, just going to school and getting a degree isn't okay. You gotta be in the streets and you gotta grind hard because everybody wants it. Everybody's gonna get it.
That is some powerful advice you just gave, because a lot of people think that a degree is going to make the game. It actually just gets you into the game in certain environments. So.
It's a benefit. It's training, but, nothing can train you for the real life of life. You got to get out there.
That is tight. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to kind of switch it up. All right, we like to have fun on Unsigned Hype Radio, 91.9 The Buzz down here at Georgia Southern. So we're going to we like to play a game called Would You Rather, all right? Now, would you rather? So what we're going to do is give you some scenarios. You're going to tell us what scenario you'd rather be in and why. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, all right. So now, would you rather a guy with stank breath or a guy with no money?
Woo! Wait, I'll take the guy with stank breath because if he has money, we can fix that.
Yeah, that's funny because that's our second stank breath taker.
I just passed by a place that said he has the tooth doctor, so
I'm talking about
tooth doctor, Alice Houston.
No, see, I'm not talking about the stank breath that it's not human forming. Okay, I'm talking about that stank breath.
It's forever.
Yeah, because is that breath that you look for the turd under the sofa? Yeah, I'm talking about.
You can't change it, and then the other guy is broke.
Yeah.
Well, if the other guy has drive, wait, will he stay broke forever?
Yes, he'll stay broke forever.
I'll take the both of them.
You take the both of them? You know what? If you was a real, if you was a real thug, you'd take both of them, make them fight to the death, and take the prize money. So, you take the bad guy. Okay, all right. Next up, this is our next question. Would you rather a guy with a long history of females, but you like him, he's attractive, or would you take a mama's boy? And I ain't talking about the regular mama's boy. I'm talking about he can't do nothing.
A player or a mama's boy?
Right.
I'll take a mama's boy. It's safer.
Why?
Less risk of STD. The mama just have to work.
Less risk of STD?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what if the mama's boy actually had unprotected sex in his mama's house? I'm sorry, is this difficult?
I'm sure there's a tooth doctor out here. He's in a tooth doctor too.
Thank you for playing that. Now, we have a serious question we kind of want to close. I know we don't have that much time left, but we have a really good question from the young ladies that work in the studio. Her name is Lindsay, and she asks, what's the biggest misconception about the music industry for females? Is it harder for them? Why not?
Yes, the biggest misconception in the music industry for females, is that all you need to do is be pretty and cute and have friendships, or the other biggest misconception is you can stipulate to the top. Not at all. Being cute doesn't go that far. It may get you to the door, but it doesn't open it.
Right.
It is extremely hard in the industry for women. You will be tested left and right. The casting couch does exist, and there are women that, insist that it stays around forever because there are women still selling themselves short. But you just got to work. You got to work like a man or work twice as hard as a man, really.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna close the show, and we definitely appreciate you giving us an insight on everything that you've shared with us. And we want to just say we're just so proud of you, and we really appreciate all the hard work you put in. And a lot of people are watching you. You know what I mean? Especially the whole cast. I know everybody's gonna take what they can from the cast and try to add to something that they're doing to make them a better person, right? So we want to just ask you, can you just promote yourself, tell people what you want them to know about you, how can they get in contact with you, like your Twitter name, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Go.
I'm from here, like I live in hip-hop season 3, and I am definitely not a star. There's the women out here on the grind trying to get and put food on my table. You guys could definitely reach out to me on my Twitter. That's Rocky Thunder, RHUITHUNDA. My Instagram is the same with the number 7.
Okay.
And if you want to book me and bring me to your city for DJ hosting or just straight hosting, you get at me at GiveMeRockyThunder@gmail.com.
Lord have mercy. Rocky Thunder, are you in a relationship right now?
I am not. I am so single and would like to remain that way.
I'm gonna hug you through the phone.
I'm married to my career.
Really? You sound like you smell like cinnamon and flowers. like for real. Like
a dash of vanilla.
Yeah, with a dash of vanilla and ribs, because I like ribs. Okay. All right. But check this out, Miss Thunder, thank you so much. Rocky Thunder, thank you so much for spending your time with us. We're proud of you. We love you.
Dude. What? 91.9 The Buzz. 91.9 The Buzz? Yeah. 91.9 The Buzz.
91.9 The Buzz.
Where is that on group?
We back. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all tuning in. 912-478-5525. We're all the way back. Hope y'all enjoyed that nice interview with
a little too nice, some would say.
Man, Rashida Ali and Miss Rocky Thunder, man.
A little too nice.
Man, Chris, come on, man. Hey, baby.
You like peanut butter?
Hey, how you feel when a big man pour chocolate syrup all over you and let you lick it all off, baby? Like, come on, bro. And what's up with you with this map mentality? It's not. It's 10 o'clock at night. You are not at work anymore, Chris.
Hey, bro, it's hard to cut it on and off, bro.
You are not at work anymore. First of all, how you gonna work in the Women's Empowerment Conference from an interview on love and hip hop?
Hey, man, it was
here at the MSC. We like women.
We know you be on TV fighting each other.
Like,
so how do you feel about women's empowerment?
Women being empowerment.
Here?
Hey, bro, I wasn't trying to be.
How do you feel about Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth?
As you toss the drink at the other girl.
Yeah, as y'all fight in the Olive Garden. Like, what is going on? You can't work women's empowerment into this.
Okay.
And how you gonna try to find a lesson in loving him? A lot of people are watching y'all and they're taking lessons.
It's knowledge in everything.
No, you lied. No. How you gonna take?
Hey, man, those are lovely young ladies.
How you gonna take a lesson from love and hip hop?
Hey, they are hardworking individuals.
What is going
and
on?
People can work from.
And what's up with you being so involved with the community? First of all, she don't care about the community. She did this interview because they probably paying her a little change. And it was like, hey, it's some ignorant dudes down at Georgia Southern. I know you know where that's at. It's in the States, bro. She's like, oh, my God, they still got slaves down there? Yes, they do. I'm a slave. I pick cotton Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. You worry about the community.
All right, bro. All right. Leave me alone, first of all.
That was a very nice interview, Chris.
All right.
It was terrible.
Give me something.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
That was very nice.
It was terrible.
Right.
And first of all, how she gonna say she got? Hold up. This was I think this was Rashida had said this. I think so. She said, I got an amazing shoe line at Walmart. Ain't nothing great about great value. Nothing. When you go on to Walmart, you like, well, this is Walmart. I don't want to fly. I don't want to be great. I just want to get my stuff at low prices and leave.
I don't think Walmart sells anything amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nothing like, oh, man, these shoes are amazing. No, they're not.
Man,
they're bedroom shoes. You wear them in your room, and you never leave the house.
Hey, man,
in them.
I don't care what you say, man. Get me a laundry bag full of cereal for $2. That's great. I don't care. Walmart had you alive for 30 years straight.
How she said
$10.
she got an amazing shoe line at Walmart?
Bruh.
Hey, man.
Walmart?
Shoes.
The same Walmart I go to. Is it a different Walmart?
Hey, put it like this: if you own your own shoe line, man, you amazing. So
if it's sold at Walmart, that means you use meal plans just like me.
hey,
Shaq got a shoe line at Walmart.
exactly.
Shaq played in the NBA.
Nah,
She on Love and Hip Hop.
she's playing with guys in the NBA.
No, she not.
Yes.
She,
Not-
hey, she might be. 'Cause, I seen her pic a couple days ago, and I said, "Lord Jesus, I give her the world."
But she is bad though. Shout out to Rocket Thunder and
Hey,
Rashid
Rocky.
Ali.
Hey,
Hey, real talk
Rashid.
though, they didn't have to do it, so they
At all.
actually we had
Hey,
a
that was great, man.
And shout out to Darren, man. I don't know if Darren, he's a alumni of Georgia Southern. He's a part of Phi Beta Sigma as well, man. He's a real cool dude, man. A good friend of ours, man. For the show, he gave us a text and like, hey, man, we may have a hookup for you guys to interview some people from the Love and Hip Hop New York. And I'm like, oh man, we really appreciate it, man. So shout out to Crystal. Their
Women's empowerment.
shut up, man. That's why your parents got the same haircut.
They might be listening.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
know. That's like I
That
told you.
hurt. That
They were like I told you, should have gave you the pointy side. Man. All right, leave me alone.
Women's
I stopped.
empowerment.
All
Man.
right, that was up.
Here at Georgia Southern, MFC sponsors women's
Hey, look, hey
empowerment.
man, hey, look, hey, brain fart, okay?
Are you empowered?
Hey, look, man.
She
I
can
know-
pull her track out. She pulled another girl track out 2 days ago, and now she empowered.
Hey,
I bet they got in a fight.
It's,
on the show
it's,
before
in order,
before they came on
to
today.
snatch somebody's track out, it takes a lot of empowerment.
It takes strength. It takes Harriet Tubman feet strength.
She had to be empowered in order to do it. Okay, all right. Well, shout out to everybody who's listening right now. Appreciate y'all. Call in and tell us what you think, man. 912-478-5525.
Promo the Women's Empowerment Conference.
Shut up, man. Well, hey, why you saying the Women's Empowerment Conference March 9th? If y'all need to go ahead and register right now on MSC's website.
They won't let me volunteer because they said volunteers don't eat. I said, well, you won't catch me in there.
All that you got to do is just stay put because they always have too much.
That is true.
I already let the secret out. So my bad. All right. All right. 912-478-5525. Add us at Twitter at Unsigned919. And email us at unsigned919@gmail.com. Okay. All
Hey,
right.
Rashida, my name's Chris.
All
How
right,
you
man.
doing?
Hey, I don't
You that
know.
one guy that
You
just
the
run
only-
the joke into the whole.
I know. It just,
Take
hey,
it back out.
I know.
And drill it back in there.
I don't
You know what I'm
care.
saying?
9 years later, he's still talking about, hey, man.
Hey, you're the
remember
only
that one
person I
time?
know with face dandruff. And you talking about
I wish I still had that just on my head. I wish.
All
But
right, man.
Jesus took that from me.
Yeah, okay, man. Don't blame Jesus for what you did. So Jesus will tell you to just watch cartoons that close. Okay, now you got to pay for your sins. All right. All right, now let's roll on, shall we? All right, we are talking about Black History, right? It is February, so we were actually talking about different things dealing with Black History, and one of the biggest movies that actually came out in the last couple of months, if I'm not mistaken, was the movie Django. I saw it. Huge fan. Samuel L. Jackson needs to be
never seen
actor
it.
of the millennium. All right. Jamie Foxx did a wonderful job. I think the whole cast did a really good job. Even Leonardo DiCaprio did a good job. I think the movie actually had a lot of, not necessarily controversy, but it stirred up a lot of conversation from a lot of people. A lot of people had mixed emotions behind it. And honestly, anything dealing with slavery, man, you really got to look at the entire context of it. And everyone is not going to like it because it came from a horrible place.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the gist of slavery is already painful and uncomfortable. However, the movie itself, I think it was a masterpiece. What do y'all think?
I think the acting was great. I might be the only one who thinks that Jamie Foxx was probably the weakest in the movie as far as acting goes.
Ooh, because
shots have been fired.
It's not shots fired. It's
Yes, it
me
is.
talking about Jamie Foxx.
No, it's
Jamie
your
Foxx don't
opinion.
care what I say about
Yeah,
him.
exactly. The only thing you could do is make another movie.
Yeah, I mean, but
another $15 million.
That the cast was everybody played a role, and he just played himself with a wig on. It wasn't really like a slave. I don't know, but the movie was great though. Christopher Waltz and Leo DiCaprio, I like their roles a lot. As far as the backlash that it is received, fair, but not fair.
Okay.
Because,
Why is
you know,
that?
A lot of that backlash is just because of the N-word.
Right.
I heard they said it like 100 sometimes.
But,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the thing about it, though,
I say it 100 times every day,
I
too.
think it was so much said about it being used in the movie, which is funny because I mean, we were just in the office listening to Dick Gregory and other people who had opinions about it. And I would suggest everybody YouTube Samuel L. Jackson's response to to the question, why was the N word used so much?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it depends on what your meaning to the word is. Honestly,
Yeah, it does.
because I mean, think
That's
about
a-
it.
that's a
If
big
you really
part
think
of it.
about it, and I can't tell anybody how to think about a word, because if you really want to talk about Django, it's still movies out there that have the word in it, and no one's saying anything about it.
Right.
Yep.
And you know what? You know, and honestly, I know it was. Let's just say it. Spike Lee had he was very, very outspoken about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we were looking at an interview with Dick Gregory, and he was just like, "Hey, dude, you've had plenty of movies with the N word in it.
A lot of them.
You know, so what's the difference?" And like I was telling you before, I think how do y'all feel about it when someone who may not be African American, we discussed this earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I mean? We always discuss about how we may not be celebrated or talked about enough. And then when someone talks about it, we say, "Oh no, you can't talk about it because you're not one of us."
Yeah.
So like discuss that. Like, what's your opinion on that?
So you saying people that how I feel about when white people say the word?
Yeah,
N-word?
not necessarily say the word, but
anybody
no, a
outside
lot of
the
people.
culture.
Well, put it like this: would it have a lot of backlash if it was directed by Denzel Washington?
Of course not. Denzel could direct anything.
Right.
He could
right.
direct this.
And think about it. I mean, the great debaters had the N word in it.
A lot of N words.
Right, and no one said
people was
it.
like, "Oh my God, what
Yeah.
a great uplifting movie for the
Yeah,
black
and
community."
it actually burned the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was the
people-
same type of
people
violence in
People
there.
were lynched in that movie.
Right. So, you know, and I think it was just based off who said what when and whoever felt whatever kind of way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think it was a little bit more than the N word when you talk
Yeah.
about. What you got to say, Nick?
It's not a problem with who directed it. It's just it got to the point in the movie where it became over the top.
The words seem redundant.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, dude, really? Because if you realistic standpoint, it was said in those times,
Right.
You can't
And
make a movie.
it was said a lot in those
Right,
times.
you can't make a movie about slavery and,
And
you
not
ain't got
say
no
that.
Not use it.
Yeah.
Like
You be like, "Hey, buddy, go give me that." No,
So
they
go
didn't
pick
say
that cotton for me.
No,
friend.
Yeah, a friend of mine.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it just got over the top at some points.
Mm.
But that wasn't my the flaw with the movie. But in that question, it just got out of hand a little bit.
Mm.
Now, because Quentin Tarantino directed it, that has
I think that's what it is.
that's
Just
why
'cause of-
most
just 'cause
people
a white
be
man
like,
right
you
there.
can't.
Oh my
do
God,
that.
he can't say the
But
N-word.
he's done it before.
Who cares?
He's done it. What was it? Pulp Fiction.
Mm.
They used it in that.
Man, when it comes to movies, Quentin Tarantino can do whatever
But it was a
he
great
wants
movie, though.
to do.
It was good.
It was a great
You know what I
movie.
mean? So, I think it was kind of interesting. I actually not trying to be empowering, but I actually
Coming to Women's Empowerment Conference,
Shut up, man.
March 9th.
All right, go away.
Free chicken.
All right, shut up, man. But no, I actually had to talk to some kids about the use of the N word, and I actually had to be real with them. I was like, I can't tell you not to use that word. I listen to music every day that has it in there.
Yep.
Exactly.
And sometimes, guess what?
I say it.
It may slip out from time to time because guess what? It was exposed to me at a young age over and over again. And it's just like, if you can't say that word, it's going to be a lot of other words that you can't use as well. So
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, well, us picking one word and trying to focus on one word, it's not really going to do anything because there are much worse words
Thank you.
than the N word.
I don't get it. A worse word to me, calculus.
Yeah, okay.
That's a terrible
All
word.
right. You just set us back. All right, so moving on.
Calculus is a terrible
All right,
word.
shut up. But the thing is,
so is economics.
Well, all right, what we're trying to say is
environmental
what's
biology.
more dangerous, the word or the mentality?
The mentality.
Right.
The word can't do
Oh
nothing.
yeah.
Right.
A word is a word.
Yeah, the word is a word. Because honestly, I mean, think about it. It was here before I got here, and it's gonna be here probably
Long after we all leave.
Yeah, and so I honestly I just challenge this man because sometimes I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop using it, you know, and then I like, well, if you want to stop using, that's your right, but if you want to use it in your own way, if it doesn't make you a horrible person, if you're African American, you know, I can't tell anybody. I guess that's what I'm saying. I can't tell you how to use it. I can say if you were a part of another race and said to someone African American, things may happen that are not great.
Yeah,
Not in a threatening way, but
there
you
could
can
be some
start a riot,
setbacks.
or you can make someone feel very, very horrible. And actually, that's verbal assault. That you can be brought up on charges and, you know what I'm saying, get kicked out of school, possibly. You know what I mean?
That was a big story in the guy is a Caucasian male who slapped
on the
a
plane.
young black baby on a plane, and he said the word while he said it.
Wow.
Like shut that crying.
Wow.
And slapped a 19-month-old baby, saying that.
Them babies
still
do.
has-
So,
okay.
Them babies do be loud on
good God.
planes
When was
though.
this?
within the last week, I believe.
Alrighty.
Hey.
So I mean,
Sometimes you want to
that's
relax
where-
on that
that's where the
flight, though.
situation- Huh?
Sometimes you just want to relax
Keep going,
on that
Nick.
flight.
Okay. He's stupid.
I thought I
we
gave
keep
him a
falling
glimmer
into
of
that
hope.
cesspool of idiots.
I gave him the glimmer of hope that he was trying to piggyback on what I said. He was just.
I
trying
was
to,
piggybacking.
You just trying to make a U-turn
Sometimes,
on
hey,
it.
the baby might have been slapped. I don't know.
All right, shut up.
The baby
But,
could
you
loud.
know, that's a situation where you know that he was trying to use that word in a very derogatory manner.
Right.
Man, I know some white people or people from other cultures who use it in the same manner as we do, because that's what they hear too.
Right.
That's what they grew up around.
Yeah.
I heard a white guy say one time, there's nothing in me who could get mad at him because he used it so natural.
Right.
That I know you say that all the time.
Right. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a brief altercation, not necessarily altercation, but a nice heated conversation with a Caucasian friend.
Nice
of mine.
little debate.
Nice little debate. And he was just like, man, I really do love colored people. And I was like, dude, what did you just say? He's like, well, colored people are great. I think they have a lot to offer. I was just going back and forth.
They're so strong.
And I ain't gonna lie, I went on to
Athletic.
this. I went on to this 30-minute tirade, right?
Because he said the
and
word
I'm gonna get to
color.
the point. I done got so heated. I'm actually floating like Magneto, right? I'm to the point like I'm an X-Man now, right? So I'm looking at him and I'm like, all right, man. So now what you have to say about that? He just sitting there looking at me with his hand on his face, right, the whole time. And he was like, Chris,
slavery.
he said, you're a part of organizations, right? I like, yeah, and I'm already spitting it up and everything right there. He like, it's one of those National Association for the Advancement of
Colored people.
and I ain't gonna lie, I was like, you ready to go eat? I couldn't say nothing. You know what I mean?
I got them pancakes
but
still.
I told him the way although that may be true, the way you use that word to describe somebody, and especially if you're not in that background, it could lead to some uncomfortable times.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. I was like, is he wrong? Is he right? In different settings, he's probably one of the guys. In other settings, he's about to have to run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not inciting any riots.
That NAACP thing, I mean, you can't say the National Association for the Advancement of African American People. That's too many A's. It don't flow right. So colored it is.
Well, you can probably be like National Association for the Advancement for People of Color.
Nah.
NAAPC.
Nah. CP
Now,
does.
see, the thing is, colored people and people of color, there is a different. It's a different
like
feeling
people of
to
color
it.
is Hispanic. They got color. And
Everybody is a color.
white people
everybody's a
got
color.
white people got color in the
Everybody is a
summertime.
color.
White is a color in the color.
No, it ain't.
Okay, you need it. All right, moving on. All right, so basically what we're trying to talk about now, we're trying to segue into this. We're actually talking about fighting stereotypes too. So actually, stereotypes and how they affect our lives, the stereotypes that we actually have to live through, because the information that we talked about with Django and everything like that, they were like, well, we live in that stereotype, we're using that word, and this, that, and the other. So how powerful are stereotypes in our world?
I think stereotypes are powerful because they're real.
Okay,
People didn't make up stereotypes like black people love fried chicken. I love fried chicken.
Okay,
It was the first thing I ever ate.
Nick,
Actually,
I keep forgetting that to start with
I
you.
was 3 years old, and that was the first thing I ever had. It was a real food.
Well,
It
you know
was
what's
fried chicken.
the thing is, somebody made fried chicken a racial thing where
Yeah.
people eat it.
People love fried chicken.
People eat it. I've seen people of all colors and creeds.
Or like
eat
black
fried
people always late. That is so true.
But
Black events
I wouldn't
never
say black
start
people.
on time.
I'm always late. I know that.
Yeah.
I can speak for
Black
myself.
events never
I've
start on
seen
time.
I'm
late
always
people
The
of all.
NPAC just had an event. Supposed to start at like 7 o'clock. Start at 7:25. Okay. Colored people.
All right, shut up. But check this out. I've seen late people of all cultural backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people get caught in traffic that you don't have to be black to get caught in
Man,
traffic.
that
and be
event,
late.
that event just happened. Everybody was in the same area, and it was still late.
Okay. All right. So you gonna get all right. Well, when they jump you, I'm gonna look. I'm like, dang, move, Miles, move.
Right.
Protect your face.
Right.
Protect your face. No. What you doing with that turtle shell? So,
Inside joke.
all right.
All right. So
But no, think about it. Y'all stupid. All right. Well, so honestly, how do stereotypes affect you? Does it actually make life a little bit harder for you?
Not
does
at
it
all.
make life hard? No.
Yeah.
It just makes it. I don't know.
Think
What's the
about
word?
it.
It's
If
just weird, man.
the stereotypical, put like this. Hey, let's be real. The stereotypical. Let's go ahead and say it. Put it out there. The stereotypical thug outfit or clothing.
Eagle Alert outfit.
Oh,
okay.
People do look at me differently. Now I got a long beard.
No, I mean,
That's
I
real.
don't even like giving that much credit to Eagle Alert. I'm just talking about overall.
Eagle Alert.
When you really just look or have been what we've been shown thug wearing, like just hoodies, jogging pants, something like that. Every
It's
time
just
you're
weird.
in the most thieves have on shirt and tie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They work on
So,
Wall Street.
Yeah, right. So you got a lot of people who may wear this, but they look suspicious now.
That's like you walking down the street in a hoodie, and a lady of another race covers her pocketbook.
because you fit the stereotype.
That happens
Now,
all the time.
But if I did that to her, how would that make her feel?
she would laugh at you and say, "I'll buy your home."
Exactly. So, like if I walk by her and I cover my pockets, I'm looking her in the eye, make sure she don't make no move. What is that?
That's stereotyping her.
And what?
That's also funny.
I don't know. Well,
That's
'cause
it's
you
just
could be-
ridiculous.
you
That's
could
what
be-
it is.
It is ridiculous because honestly, you stereotyping someone who benefits from stereotyping.
Majorly.
They will laugh at you.
Yeah.
They will laugh at you. They be
how
like, "Oh,
about-
that's adorable."
How
He's
about-
so lost.
If you've ever been in a car with, let's say, a white guy, and as soon as you get
Oh,
in, he
man.
changes the radio station to hip hop in assumption that that's what you listen to.
He was listening.
Like
to
he was listening to something.
He was listening to Toby Keith.
Yeah, but as
you
soon as
walk
you
in
get
the
in,
car. Oh, it's time for 2 Chainz. I'm different.
I'm
Yeah,
not- hey,
different.
hey,
and then the whole time he's staring at you in the eyes to make sure you dancing to
But-
it.
but
Like,
think
I don't
about-
like this, man.
But think about it. Think about it. As much as we talk about people not catering to our needs,
right.
and he thought enough about you, like, hey, Toby Keith may not be his thing.
Let me turn on this 2 Chainz.
Let me turn up some 2 Chainz and let's see what happens.
Let's see if we can.
And you
be
get
great.
offended, even though deep down in your soul you
was
enjoy
so
every lyric.
You were so happy he
Every
switched that. You
lyric.
were like, man, I hope he
Yeah, you
got his
like,
Tim
man,
McGraw.
you like, dude, so you let me out of this car, I'm gonna go out my house and I'm gonna play that. I hope that song ain't going off the radio because I'm gonna turn it all the way up. You talking about some serious
Gonna
turn
be
up.
beaten in the trunk.
Like for real, man. So like honestly, things have happened. I've gotten, everyone has got their own. Every African American man I know got their own police story, and I know fitting the description, the stereotypes that has made life a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it has.
You know what I mean? So I mean, everybody's not like that, but I mean, a lot of people have gone through it. Hopefully, not a lot of people go through it in the future, man. But I mean, stereotypes are extremely powerful. We may not respect them in that way. We may not think they're real, but some people in power think they're real and they react off of them.
Mm-hmm.
They react off of them. So I mean, what can we do? So now, as far as stereotyping, black actors and actresses have to portray themselves in a certain light to get recognized. So are they stereotyped now? Like, even though we had to play, of course we had to debate Denzel Washington, he had to play Training Day in order to get recognized.
Mm-hmm.
Halle Berry had to be in Monsters Ball to get recognized.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the biggest movies now is Django. It's a slave movie.
Right.
It has
Yeah.
to be something very, very painful in order to be, recognized. But, stories like Malcolm X and, things like that were extremely powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Great performances.
Great
too.
performances, you know what I mean?
Don't get recognized.
So
if Jamie
now-
Foxx gets Oscar for Django, I believe the stereotype that you gotta do, because he didn't really do, like I said before, to me he didn't really give a powerful performance.
Okay.
Like
all right.
a
Explain that
Denzel
to
in
me.
Training Day.
Just give us some clarification on your
Well,
opinion.
like I said, he didn't. You didn't see what he did in Ray. Like when
Yeah,
he did
Ray
Ray,
was-
he became
Ray was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
You know what I'm saying? In this movie, he didn't become a slave. It was just like Jamie Foxx. Like I can hear Jamie Foxx in the role.
I'm here.
You get what I'm saying?
Who probably singing in backstage and stuff like.
Yeah. I don't think like a Heath Ledger becoming the Joker type thing.
Yeah, that killed him.
He didn't become the role enough to
Ain't
win
no
an
role
Oscar.
that important.
Huh?
Yeah, ain't no role. Yeah, that Keith Ledger role.
But
Rest in peace to him. But
in
man,
order to immerse yourself truly in that art, sometimes you got to
Yeah,
go
you
there,
got
know
to.
what I mean?
Right.
But I do understand what you're saying. I mean, it wasn't as powerful as some other things he has done. But he did play the role that was asked of him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
One, like, I ain't gonna lie, Samuel L. Jackson, some people were extremely disturbed with what he was doing. I see that all the time. You know
Uncle
what I mean?
Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus. I mean,
Yeah.
because think about it.
people call me Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, you're
You're
an idiot. because the thing is, put it like this. You know what's funny? People don't mind Uncle Ruckus, but they really were offended at Samuel L. Jackson. So I'm like, hold up,
And no,
that's weird.
what I think Uncle Ruckus is Uncle Ruckus is an exaggeration of what we see every day from African American.
Right.
Black people,
extreme.
Yeah, like black people, like I said, like I just had an Uncle Ruckus moment when I was like, black people always late.
Yeah, you did.
Well, now like that was a side moment I had, but if you turn to Uncle Ruckus proportions, you know, he's saying N-word and these funny sayings that's really racist. But yeah, and all that, but it's just an exaggeration of what we see on a daily basis. Now, Uncle Ruckus is bringing it to our eyes and is putting it right in our face and hitting us
Just be like,
in
hey,
the
this
face
is
with
an issue.
yeah, and like this is real.
Something you don't want to hear.
Right.
I mean, you might not see Uncle Ruckus to that proportions on the sidewalk, but it's you get 30% of that.
They're coming
on a
out
regular
with
basis.
an actual Uncle Ruckus movie.
I can't wait.
A real life one.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I saw the guy in the costume and everything. It's on the internet somewhere.
Can't wait.
I don't even know how to feel about it.
Yeah,
Oh man,
Like I'm
they're coming
almost
out with a
nervous.
real
and-
Man.
Uncle Ruckus movie.
I'm
I
nervous,
can't
happy,
wait.
and sad. I'm feeling all
I
type
can't
of
wait.
emotions about that one.
That's gonna be
That's a
greatness.
side note, just a little.
Exactly. So I know
Google.
we talk about comedy often too, man. So we were talking about different things like Dave Chappelle. You know what I mean? Like how powerful it was for him to be like, you know what, I'm not feeding into the stereotype because he, you know, he talked about how they make certain, especially actors of color, and not even actors. You know what's funny? Not even just actors of color. It's actors all over the place, especially the guys. They made the guys dress up like women.
That's what you say that. There's an interview on YouTube with Dave Chappelle. I can't remember who was. I think it was Oprah. He was doing where he talked about when doing the movie Blue Street.
Yeah,
they tried to get him to
dress up like a woman.
Dress up like a woman to get out of jail on that scene, and he told the producers, "I'm not doing that. You got to rewrite this."
Right.
And they were like, "No, I think it's funny." He was like, "No, because why is it always a black man that got to get in a dress
like a woman?" Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well,
and it got me to thinking.
Robin
because,
Williams did Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay, that's Robin Williams, but every white actor does not get in a dress. But when you think
That
about
is
every
true.
black comedian,
And Robin Williams probably chose to do that too.
they have at least been in a dress, or if they played a homosexual role.
It's a huge possibility.
Yeah, that is.
Now,
I mean,
every is a powerful word. So let's
every is a powerful word.
I would say a majority of the
a great number.
A great number.
A great number.
And they showed Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer on the Living Color when they had to play.
Jamie Foxx did.
Jamie Foxx did as
been
Wanda
for a long time.
Chris Rock played a female in one movie. Wesley Snipes did it. Martin does it often.
Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey played.
I don't think Steve Harvey's one of the only ones that hasn't done it.
No, Steve Harvey did it too.
He did?
Steve Harvey played Sister Jenkins and Sister Odell.
Well, we lost one.
Sister Jenkins
We lost
and Sister
one.
Odell.
Eddie Murphy does it
Shout
all
out
the time.
to the Q's,
Yeah,
I guess.
shut up. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy does it all the time, but
All right, it's all right. Hey, fellas, we're gonna wait for him
keep
outside.
But what I said, Eddie Murphy does it all the time, but he just basically put his foot down and said, "Y'all gonna have to rewrite it." And what was amazing about it was he said they gave him so much flack for doing it, but they rewrote the whole scene in 5 minutes and came right back.
Yeah, because he's Dave Chappelle.
But no, because
makes
they
people
knew
laugh.
that it could have been a whole other scene very easily.
Yes.
But they wanted him to do that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So is there to put like this?
Oh, Tyler
it's-
Perry.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah, we forgot about him.
Yeah, but Tyler Perry, no one made him do that though. He can't.
That's how he got big.
That's
But
how
yeah, he got
big.
famous by that though.
Right. Now, is it to the point where they're trying to make him stay in it? Like, because he want, certain interviews, it was like he wanted to quit.
Tyler Perry, I don't think he wants to be Medea anymore. It's just his audience, which is the black audience,
Wants to see.
we
Medea.
want to see Medea at all times. Like Tyler Perry can do. Like I remember going to movie theaters.
Medea made a sandwich.
Yeah,
Little random. I'm
like Tyler Perry could be playing like himself, or he could be like he'd be as a man in a role, and he'd be like, "Tell us a joke as a woman."
Yeah.
And then
what's the movie he just did? Alex Cross.
Yeah, he did a
anybody play
action
that?
movie.
Did anybody go see that?
And nobody
didn't go see it.
went to see that.
It looked. I was just basing it
I
off of the
can't take
trailer.
him with a gun. I'm sorry.
Seriously,
Yeah,
like,
I
I
just,
just-
you were like, don't you, honey? That's what I said. And I was just like, all right.
Yeah, but I couldn't go see it. I didn't like the trailers.
Yeah,
anyway.
I ain't gonna see it. I mean, when I see
If
Tyler Perry,
was the new voice of Bumblebee, would you watch Transformers?
No. Wait, yeah. Oh, Transformers the movie? Yeah.
I just be upset every time Bumblebee spoke. I'd be like, so can he just be a Camaro for now and just not speak ever again? Because I'm tired of hearing this.
Can he get repo?
But let's,
Yeah, like
I mean, let's
mistake
get back on topic
please?
though. But honestly, back to Dave Chappelle and anybody who would, I guess, select to be themselves. Is it a compromise or is it a sacrifice to stay yourself and run the risk of not quote unquote making it
Or selling out. Yeah.
Or selling
I mean,
out?
it's a
Is there
it's
such
a
thing?
it's a I mean, it's a risk. I mean, it's gonna be a choice that you have to make. Like Dave Chappelle wanted to stay himself, so he lost $50 million.
Because honestly, I think making it is a mindset. Because some people who done certain things to get into certain places in this world, man, they're not happy.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
They rich, but they ain't happy.
Yeah, it's a lot of people who have money and cannot enjoy it because they can't sleep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They've actually lost themselves, and God forbid if we ever been faced with that type of decision, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, everybody would choose to just stay real to who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because honestly, the stereotype. Because think about it, it's not only just dressing up like that, but say for instance, if you had an acting job to play something that you really disagreed playing, like not only dressing up like if you don't feel like dressing up like a female, but what if you are really upstanding guy, but you had to play a role of someone who
A woman beater and all.
Remember,
woman beater
there was
or
an interview with Steve Harvey was talking about, or in his stand-up, he was talking about Michael Clark Duncan playing
you're playing the monkey,
playing
right?
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes,
And he
yeah.
said, "Why would you do that?" And he said, "They paid me $10 million."
So I'd be a monkey.
So
I'd be the best
in
monkey
that
they ever
sense,
seen for
you're
$10 million.
right. I probably would play the monkey for
For
$10 million.
for $10 million,
That's just
I don't
being
care.
honest. In my state of mind,
But
I looked
because-
at my bank account before I came.
I'm not gonna lie
All
to you because I can't tell you what's important to you. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I
yeah.
think a lot of people love to say, "Hey, you can't do that."
For
You be
$10
like,
million,
"Okay."
I'll be in blackface.
If somebody walked in here right now and asked you to do that, would you do it? Yes or no?
Look, we ain't talking about me.
That's a yes. We can't talk about other
That's
people
a
without
yes.
asking ourselves what
Do
we
it
do.
quick.
You know what's funny? If I was asked to play a real live gorilla,
Right. You had to be a gorilla.
for how much?
$10 million. They'll give you $10 million.
Yeah.
You'll do it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
no. I'll just mess. Let's cut the radio off. We got to talk about that. With
Would
$10
you
million.
rather?
$10 million now.
Would you rather be
look at
broke or?
Think about
Like
your
this,
bank
I
account.
just filed my taxes and I owe somebody. So right now, dressing up in a monkey ain't that bad.
A lot
I'll
of
do
times
it.
that's what it comes down to.
If it aligns, if it does not make me sacrifice who I am as a person, I'll do it. But if it does,
I'm
I
making
probably wouldn't.
sacrifices. I don't care.
I mean,
probably
but that's
would.
what it comes down to, in my opinion. Is
I'll be shucking
Dave
and
Chappelle
jiving.
has certain morals, or he has personal values that he
Right.
would not break to please other people.
Yeah, and
And
think of,
some people just like, hey, you paying me?
And think about it. Selling out just a little bit is just basically a gateway drug. It's just like starting off with little drugs. It's gonna probably get bigger and bigger and bigger to the point you can lose control.
And you die.
Yeah, I see
You know
what you're saying.
Because it's like
now
right
it's
now,
10 million.
right
The
now,
next one
yeah,
will be
right now
20
it's just
million.
like, hey, do this for 10. Fine, I'm only dressing up like a monkey.
Uh-huh.
I'm dressing up like a starfish with a crash shot for 20 million. You be like,
I'm gonna do that too for
already,
20 million.
then what they did, this is the first thing. Hey, you already dressed up like the monkey.
Might as well.
You might as well.
Might as well finish the drill like
you know
Coach
what I mean?
always said.
Okay, I see what you-
live
I
the
see what you
dream.
did. I do.
So I see it as a dangerous drug. Hey, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs decision. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's also your lifestyle
very-
on rich too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm very sober right now. I'm on no drugs.
Yeah.
My bank account is.
But see, the thing is,
I don't care.
fame is a drug itself. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
people
I don't-
people
Famous
chasing that like crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, ladies and gentlemen, just be yourself. I mean, stereotypes. You got to actually find out what a stereotype is to you. So we're gonna get into a quick commercial break, and we're gonna get into this song called "Alex" by Jay Denson, Georgia Southern alumni. Checking in. We'll be right back.
You're listening to 91.9 The Buzz.
I feel like I should tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Like, a good story. For old time's sake. So let me tell my story. I I used to have a friend named Alex, didn't have to tell her. Knew she was the didn't even have to smell her. Confident, attitude, sex appeal, intelligent. Walked into her room and made these other girls irrelevant, and she was just my homie. I thought that's all it was, until we started hanging out and she gave me that hug. Fellas know what I mean. Puts her hand in between your shoulders, rub slow, squeezes in and breathes deep. She was sweet. Mama and daddy raised her. Grew up with some money, but she never let it change her. Amazing, more stylish than all the models. She dressed the ass off but still had enough to borrow. With my motto, I only thought of her as a sister. Then up until the day that I finally kissed her, and we was just friends. Thought that's where it ended. Little did I know that it was only the beginning. Admitting that I should've known better. She was just a friend. Knew it wouldn't work out, but I still let her in. I don't know what to do with these feelings for you, cause the truth is I can never have you. But damn, guess I got played. I never thought that it happened to me one day. I wish I would've known. Now I'm all alone, but I still want her, even though she's gone. Things are moving fast, I don't wanna commit. She's not my only girl, I'm talking to other chicks. And I ain't sweating her, but I'm starting to let her in, so f it. Now I wanna be more than friends, and she's spending the night. It starts to feel right, and going out to eat turns into movie nights. The best sex is when you're restless, and you get that text from the person you can't wait to say yes to. What the hell was I thinking going this far? And catching feelings this quick like a fastball? I'm scared to strike out if I give it my all. See, I don't wanna get caught up because I can't fall for her. I wanna be the reason she smiles, trying to believe I am, but knowing all the while that I'm not comfortable and she's not content. But a reason to leave for good I can't invent. That I should've known better. She was just a friend. Knew it wouldn't work out, but I still let her in. I don't know what to do with these feelings for you, cause the truth is I can never have you. But damn, guess I got played. I never thought that it happened to me one day. I wish I would've known. Now I'm all alone, but I still want her, even though she's gone. Alex is acting funny. She's always with the friends. Quality time has moved from us chilling at my house to partying at the Quality Inn. And there's always something with her now. I can never seem to get her alone. She's always with somebody else. And when I call, she's always on the phone. And I don't know what to say. I don't want to assume. See, I want her to stay, but damn, is there any room? I'm wondering how many times in my past I left some poor girl still chilling on my doorstep. And I would never hurt her. She doesn't want to hurt me. Says that we should talk and we should do it in a hurry. Said it's hard to say, but she should get it off her chest. She wishes me the best, but she's getting back with the ex.
You treat me like a teddy bear with a button on it, say, try me. Why don't you treat me like a brand new car, babe? You can test drive me. Why don't you treat me like a house for sale? Baby, you can buy me. You be my pilot and let me be your passenger. Baby, come and fly me. No, there's a million other things you could be doing. Decided to be here with me. But baby girl, I guarantee, look around and you will see I am just the guy you need. Baby, try me. Just give me a chance. Baby, try. I'ma count to 10. Hide from me. And once we're done, let's jump in the bed and cuddle up. You can lie by me. I see the tears falling down your face. Baby, you can cry me a pot of gold at the end of your rainbow. Won't you come and find me? No, there's a million other things you could be doing. Decided to be here with me. Baby girl, I guarantee around you will see I am just the guy you need. Just give me a chance, baby, try me. Let me be your man, baby, try me. Just give me a chance, try me, baby. Try me. Open up your eyes, take down that disguise. Let me come inside for a little while. Put your pride aside, leave your past behind. I'll be yours and you'll be mine. Just give me a chance, try me. Let me be your man, try me. Just give me a chance, try me. I'll do all I can, try me. Just give me a chance, won't you try me? Let me be your man, try me. Just give me a chance, try. I'll do all I can, try me. Try me.
91.9.
91.9 The Buzz. We are back. 912-478-5525. Unsigned Hype Radio Show, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show for tonight. We about to go ahead and start closing in a minute. How did y'all enjoy the show, fellas?
It's been good, man. It's a good show. I like it.
You liked it?
Yep.
Pretty decent?
Yep.
I'm going to get Miles back for making fun. I think Miles is actually going to get jumped by the basketball team. I really think that's
The
actually
basketball team and the Makers High Five.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, they
pretty
were
much.
tag team.
Well,
I'm gonna go the other
I
way.
was gonna study for that test, but looks like I won't be taking it now. So turn up, you know.
You're going to take a test. Blood test. Bone fragments.
Turtle shells.
Man, shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody who's constantly supported us, man. But we're going to have some shout outs, man. We got some announcements and whatnot. I know Saba's having a Miseducation of the Negro program tomorrow night. Room 2080, 6:30. Free food and free food for thought.
But it's free food though.
Yeah, maybe some free food. Maybe. Speaking about Miseducation of the Negro, I mean, honestly, it's Black History Month, but we talk about Black history throughout the entire year.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? As far as miseducation, man, when you think about miseducation of the Negro, what actually pops into your mind? This is by Carter G. Woodson, of course. But what do you think about miseducation?
What I think about it is the mindset that we have, and how we think we know things, and we think we are like being different individuals when we are programmed to act a certain way.
Okay.
And we are not.
That's deep.
And
Program,
we are not that. Like, we're not that different, and we think that we're like really deep individuals sometimes, but actually we not. We saying the same stuff most of the time, and like we don't know a lot about our history before us, so we think we making new stuff and come up with new things, but in actuality, it's been done before. Okay. So
all right,
it's just things we don't know.
Yeah, it's just
we
like,
have been told.
if you don't know your history, you're liable to repeat it.
Right.
Is what
True.
I guess what he was saying. But in my opinion, we are. It's not our fault that we don't really know a lot about our history, because it's not taught in the institution of elementary school, in high school. So when we grow up, we trying to figure out things that went on in our history, so much that we forget to be diverse in what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know all the black entertainers, we know all the black news, but there's a whole nother world out there that we still gotta be diverse in.
Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I hear the word miseducation, education to me has nothing to do with school, because education is something that you go out and
You learn through life.
you learn. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever is spoon fed to you in any environment, if it's just set up for you to learn because I told you to learn it, That's not
You gotta pass
education.
it to-
That means you're learning something for someone else.
Right.
Right? But if you're educating yourself, that means you're learning something for yourself that's going to empower you. You know what I mean? So I think when he was talking about the miseducation, I mean, the things that we were looking for and how we went about things, we were miseducated in that in itself. You know, because I would say, no, don't get me wrong. We were denied, I mean, as a people, you know, a lot of people of color were just denied access to the school system and any type of material that can even educate us about the smallest thing. You know what I mean? So I think you come into a situation where you were trying to grab on anything and educate yourself about anything.
Yeah, and plus we, as African Americans, we are programmed to support us.
Right.
Because we, most of the times we grow up in a neighborhood where we all look the same. Right. We all have the same cultures. We all do the same things.
Right.
Our grandmas did the same thing. My parents did the same thing. So it's what we know. It's what we grew up with.
And I think the miseducation of that, man, I mean, he talked about a lot of things in that book, and I suggest everybody just, you know, at least go try to get the book, because I have to read it. Honestly, to me, I think you have to read that book every 3 months. It's not a long book, but it's a difficult read, because it actually makes you question every single thing that you've ever done in your life.
Entire life.
And it's a pain. It's not a difficult, but it's a painful read. You're not going to enjoy it, but you're going to need it. You know,
it's
what
like
I mean?
a reality check.
It's a definite reality check, man. Because honestly, think about it, man. If you really think about back in the day, it was illegal for us
to read,
but we still had preachers who had to interpret the Bible based on what somebody told them it said. And we were feeding off that message. And whatever message it was, if we couldn't look for it ourselves, and we're constantly perpetuating the wrong message based on what somebody's interpretation was, that's a miseducation in itself. That's one specific point of miseducation. You're just taking someone's word for it. And then, you know, from generation to generation, you're not necessarily go on and get understanding for yourself, but you can go on and spread a message that probably wasn't even true, or how it was used to put other people down or control or whatever you want to say, but it was still miseducation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think what I got from that, man, is just not only I mean, honestly, any education that's given to you, that's a part of the game. But if you want to be ahead of the game, you need to read everything that has nothing to do with what somebody gave to you. You have to, honestly, most of the things that I've learned, that I remember, is stuff that was not in the books.
Outside of classroom.
Outside of the classroom, man. Step outside the classroom and learn some stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm not a professor. I'm just a person trying to learn just as much as y'all are. You know what I mean? And honestly, just reading books that are not based off of, you know, all these books that are $100 and $200 and $250, some real information that's going to help you, at like $15.
Yeah.
$15, $16,
Used.
$17 used. You know what I mean? So the small, you know, just any type of information. So, and honestly, too, I'm not gonna lie to you. We can YouTube and go to World Star Hip Hop. It's some real.
Go to World Star.
It's some real documentaries on YouTube that you can really learn from.
Yeah.
Just YouTube Dick Gregory and just press play. Just press play.
He say some powerful stuff.
Man, Dick Gregory, he was just talking about.
He had me inspired.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was looking for a topic for one of my history classes to do a report on, and I was searching through YouTube, and I actually found out about a man named Bayard Rustin.
Okay.
If you ever heard of him? Anybody?
Bayard, no, I have not.
Bayard Rustin was the advisor for Martin Luther King, basically.
Really?
Right. He was his producer. If you want to put it in the radio sense.
Okay.
He was the one who.
He was a ghostwriter.
Right.
Okay. Not trying to be funny.
No, but you know, he was the man behind Martin Luther King's success.
Okay.
But you would never hear about him in the books.
The ghostwriter.
Because he was homosexual.
Really?
Right.
Okay.
Well, there it
so
is.
I mean that's it's the truth.
That's
He was
the truth.
he was well known homosexual.
Okay.
But his history, his legend doesn't go past his times then, because people
didn't want to celebrate him because of his sexual orientation.
Exactly. But he was just as important as Martin Luther King. He put together the speech for I Have a Dream. Not the speech, but that whole march. I mean, he put together that march.
Okay, the March on Washington?
Right.
Wow.
He planned it all out. He did all of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Martin Luther
What's
King
his
gave
person's
the
name
speech.
again?
Bayard Rustin.
Bayard Rustin.
How come he-
Everybody.
Bayardrustin.
And that person, I guarantee you, is probably not in your history book.
How come he was never?
Never
in the
heard
book?
of him before?
Man,
I just happened to come across him on YouTube. It's a whole documentary on YouTube titled Brother Outsider.
Really?
Brother Outsider.
Man.
If you get a chance, it's about an hour and some change. Go look for Brother Outsider on YouTube, and it tells his whole story.
Golly, Brother Outsider. Okay, Bayard Rustin.
Bayard Rustin.
Bayard Rustin. So, ladies and gentlemen, like we said before, education is not going to be fed to you. So don't sit back.
go out and learn.
I'm not going to lie to you. The things that are going to put your head in this world, no one's going to give it to you. So I would say this. Everything that is handed to you, look for something else. Look for something in addition to. I know you got to play the game to play this education thing and get your paper or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm trying to play that calculus game.
I'm telling you.
It's difficult.
It takes more than just getting the grades. Right now, you're going to have to know the people.
Yeah.
So, and they don't really just teach politics like that. They don't teach networking.
Right.
That's what's going to put you in the game. You know what I mean? And that networking piece, sometimes it's just set up from your families. Sometimes it's set up, in different arenas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have to educate yourself on it. And all the things that you may not know that's important, you're going to have to dig for certain information because they're not going to tell it to you. That is not taught in our schools.
It never will be.
And so if it's a real fact and it's not taught in our schools, that proves my point.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
because when you think civil rights, you get the main faces with Rosa Parks. You get
Right. You get
Martin
select
Luther
few.
King. Right.
You get the
Malcolm
select
X.
But his name has never ever come up in any of my classes,
Right.
in any type of manner. But he was just as important.
If not more important.
I
Set up
was
marches.
going to say that, but he was just as important as
you're right,
Martin
you're right.
Luther King. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fact that nobody wants to carry on his legend because he was homosexual,
Yeah.
that's a little.
I mean, the '60s, a black man period was not like, but let alone a gay black man.
Oh, right.
So
Wow. You can only imagine the type of bigotry that he had to go through.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably from his own people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he couldn't be in
the
the
real
front row.
twist was he was a homosexual with white men.
Man, he was bold.
So I mean, yeah,
he was real.
The story gets deeper. And
He was
deeper.
bold.
With white men.
Yeah, he was bold. Man.
Public,
But
very
he-
public
he was-
relationships with white men.
Right.
And he was a leader in the civil rights
Rights
movement
In the '60s and '50s.
In the
Man.
'60s and '50s.
He got to be, man.
Google,
And honestly,
look up
probably
the
honestly, it's probably something because it was white men and women a part of the civil rights movement as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't never talk about them either.
Yeah.
Right.
So hey, dig for information, educate yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. All right. So we got some last minute shout outs. We about to go ahead and close the show, man. It's been a good show today. I like this show.
Yeah,
The
I
show
do
was
too.
pretty deep. You
Even
know what I'm
though
saying? We
it
talked
probably-
about
it
some
probably
good
kicked me
stuff.
off in a couple
we went
weeks,
to,
though.
we went to Love and Hip Hop New York. Then we went to Black History. Then we talked about some other things as well, stereotyping and all that good stuff. So
We got everything covered, man.
most definitely, man. So Village Idiot, go ahead and give you 2 cents.
Once again, y'all can follow me on Death Before Hunger. I am the Village Idiot. Ladies, if you have meal plans, please come and see me because I love you and I want to be with you. Good night.
That was
Yeah. Anyways, this is Nick, man. Follow me on Twitter, the one NH THE
This is
number
Nick, and
one
that's it.
NH. And actually, now that we're talking about meal plans, follow our show on Twitter, Unsigned 919, and our 250th follower.
Sleep.
Miles has offered a meal plan for you.
Sleep.
Okay.
how about hold on, y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, okay.
Rashida Ali just retweeted us.
She better retweet us.
Wow, we are so amazing.
Her beautiful self.
We
Plus,
are amazing. She retweeted us. What we were talking about?
I will give her the world
Okay.
and everything.
And
I
Stamp,
wonder if she got a meal plan.
No. What?
Stamp Page has actually tweeted us and said, "I've been waiting for more people to know about Bayard Rustin, Hidden History." So shout out- yeah.
Well, who was that?
That is Stamp Paid at
Some Twitter name.
Benton Hut 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so appreciate you for listening out, man. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for supporting the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, we better go and head on out, man. We'll be back next Monday.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to
Most
listen
definitely.
in. Y'all being stingy because y'all. I gotta say this. I'm sorry.
Right, go ahead.
y'all listening to the show, but you know, you're not telling anybody else that we're funny. You're
Yep.
telling us.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I do
Walk up to
appreciate
me
it.
every day, man. You so funny.
I appreciate it.
Tell
but,
me a joke. Make me laugh. Tell your girlfriend. I need love.
But
too.
yeah, spread the word though. Anybody, not just Georgia Southern. Tell your mom and tell your daddy. Listen, and they're not doing nothing.
They ain't,
listening on your stream.
doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing.
That's tight. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much to all our family and friends who supporting us, man. Appreciate it. We really need y'all, man. Keep listening in, but we're about to head on out. We'll see y'all next week. Unsigned Hot Radio. Make sure that you tune in each and every week, 9 o'clock on Monday. We love y'all. Peace.
91.9 The Buzz is your student technology fees at work.
91.9 The Buzz.
91.9 The Buzz.